There is a moment when Mauritius stops being just beautiful and starts being a little bit intimidating. And that moment usually happens when the road begins to climb and the landscape shifts from coastline to something greener, deeper, and a lot more dramatic. Welcome to the Highlands, the part of the island often called the Green Heart, where everything feels just a little bit bigger, a little bit steeper, and today, a lot more adventurous. We arrived at La Vallée des Couleurs, a nature park known for its unique geological features, including the famous colored earth dunes, where volcanic minerals have created layers of red, brown, and violet, and even hints of blue across the landscape. But today, we are not here just to admire the view, because right in front of us is something that looks calm from a distance and slightly questionable when you get closer, a 350-meter-long suspension bridge hanging about 100 meters above the ground. Now, to put that into perspective, that is roughly the length of 3 football fields suspended in the air, with nothing but cables and confidence holding it together. The first step is always the hardest, not because it is physically difficult, but because your brain suddenly becomes very aware of where you are. Every step forward, the bridge moves slightly, just enough to remind you that this is not solid ground.
This feels like a very long decision.
Exactly. And turning back is not really an option, because halfway across, you realize something: the only way out is through. But then, something changes. The fear turns into focus. The view opens up, and suddenly, you are not thinking about the height. You are thinking about how incredible it looks from up here. And when you reach the other side, you get that moment. Relief, then excitement, and just a little bit of pride. Because it is not just about crossing a bridge, it is about pushing past that hesitation. Now, if the bridge tested your nerves, what comes next? Tests your coordination. Next up, the mountain luge karting. 3 wheels low to the ground, gravity doing most of the work, and just enough control to make you feel confident until the first corner. The track winds its way down the hillside, sharp turns, fast straights, and just enough bumps to keep things interesting. This is where things go from controlled to competitive very quickly.
I am just going to take this slow.
I'm sure that lasted about 5 seconds, because once you pick up speed, you realize this is not just fun, it is addictive. By the time you reach the bottom, you are already thinking about doing it again, which is usually a good sign, or a sign that we underestimated how fast that actually went. From adrenaline, we moved into something completely different: Sept Cascades, also known as Tamarin Falls. 7 distinct waterfalls flowing through a series of forested valleys fed by rivers that cut through volcanic rock over thousands of years. This is where the island slows things down again. The sound of water replaces everything else. The air feels cooler, and suddenly you are not rushing anywhere. Each tier of the waterfall has its own character, some wider, some more narrow, some forming natural pools perfect for a swim.
This is the kind of place you do not want to leave.
Exactly. And here is something interesting. These waterfalls are part of a larger watershed system that feeds into the island rivers, supporting both ecosystems and local communities. Stepping into the water is refreshing in the most literal sense, cooler than the ocean clear, and surrounded by rock formations shaped over centuries. It is the kind of moment that resets everything. From nature, we stepped into history again. Maison Eureka, one of the largest colonial houses on the island, built in the 1830s. This house is a reflection of a different time, built during the sugar estate era, designed to stay cool with high ceilings, wide verandas, and dozens of doors and windows, allowing air to move freely. At one point, it had over 100 openings, designed to manage the tropical climate long before modern cooling systems existed.
So this was early air conditioning.
Exactly, just without the electricity bill. Outside, the gardens stretch down towards small waterfalls, creating a peaceful contrast to the energy of the morning. This is the kind of place that reminds you not everything needs to move fast. And then we end the day with something completely different. Again, a dish that is as much about presentation as it is about flavor: bowl renversé. Translated as upside-down bowl, this dish reflects the Chinese influence on Mauritian cuisine developed by early Chinese migrants who adapted traditional recipes using local ingredients. It is built in layers, stir-fried vegetables, chicken or seafood placed into a bowl, topped with rice, and then flipped onto a plate.
So, the reveal is part of the experience.
Exactly. And when it lifts perfectly, you know it is done right. The flavors are balanced, savory, slightly sweet, rich, but not heavy, combining techniques and ingredients from different cultures into one dish.
This is one of those meals you remember.
Exactly. A bridge that challenges you, a ride that speeds things up, waterfalls that slow everything down, a house that holds history, and a dish that brings cultures together. This side of Mauritius is not just beautiful, it is dynamic. All right, quick question. Approximately how long is the Nepalese suspension bridge at La Vallée des Couleurs? A. 150 meters, B. 250 meters, C. 350 meters, D. 500 meters. Now take a second, lock it in.
Drop your answer below with #QuizzesWithFlair. and tell us which part of today you would try first.
Because tomorrow, the journey continues, and there is still more to discover. Curiosity travels well. See you in the next one.
We have a winner, and I am not being chill about it. Someone just took that leaderboard apart like it was light practice. Moves were intentional. Timing was locked. Confidence, unbothered. Big congrats to our champion. You absolutely showed out. Your notification is about to land quicker than a live patch update. Keep an eye on your comments. We'll grab your details and get that prize moving your way. Smooth process, zero chaos. Didn't see your name this round? Don't switch tabs on us. This isn't a one-off highlight. It's an ongoing storyline, and the next chapter is about to drop. Fresh reset, clean board, new energy, so power up those fingers, because the next spotlight, it might land right on you. No hesitation, no slow reactions, no watching from the sidelines. Stay bold, stay sharp, stay locked in. Let's see who takes it next.